Right, YouTube, it's Shadow King Nazru, and I'm here to react to the latest Kingdom Hearts news. So, let's get the bad news out of the way. So, as of, I believe it was 2 days ago, that we got the announcement from Square Enix and from their official social media posts that despite 3 years of development, uh, they couldn't get Kingdom Hearts Missing Link to work the way they wanted to and allow it to be profitable. So they essentially canceled the game. I know a lot of people who were more interested in the mobile games like Kingdom Hearts Union Cross back when that came out on Dark Road. Um, they're kind of disappointed. I got friends on a Kingdom Hearts Discord that are upset by this because I met them on the on Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and they seemed more interested in that rather than the main games like Kingdom Hearts 1 through 3 and upcoming 4. But the good news is we got screenshots of Kingdom Hearts 4, as you can see. So let's get into it, shall we? So we have Sora fighting what appears to be the Quadratum version of Heartless. Um, they appear to be they have some similarities to Neo Shadows because of their thin frame, but considering that their antennas are in the wrong direction from Neo Shadows, I think this might be Quadratum's version of just regular Shadows. And while this is happening, we also got these other beings with these giant gauntlets. I don't know if they're Heartless or maybe they're the Gigas or some variation of the Gigas from Kingdom Hearts 3. Because where those are the main enemies in Quadratum's game, which is Verum Rex. Because if you don't remember, uh, Verum Rex is considered a video game and a fictional world to Sora and Kingdom Hearts, whereas it's the other way around for Yozora and Verum Rex and what have you. But yeah, we also see that Sora's using some sort of ability that involves his chains. And what the interesting part is that we see that Sora has some blue aura around his feet, which usually means that he's doing flow motion. So I guess maybe you can do these chain attacks and do flow motion at the same time. That's interesting. And it could create some interesting combos. Definitely, the graphics have improved since the first trailer. Let's see. Oh yeah, if I didn't say other words, I'm getting this information from Skyward Wing, and a special thanks to him. He's actually yeah. Another thing that I noticed that was interesting is that when you look at Sora's hood, we not only have the standard health magic bar, and I assume that's the gauge for drive forms and shot locks. What's interesting here with Sora is that while the combat is going, he seems to be looking at what's happening in the battle, as opposed to where he's just staring straight at the screen. So this seems a bit more immersive. It seems Sora's more engaged in the illusion. Let's see what have we. And we have got a Japanese version, basically a different angle of how this fight went out. Or Neo Shadows, or it could be regular Shadows. We don't know yet. And then we have this weird enemy. Now, I'm not too sure if that's a Heartless or if it's some other enemy variant that's exclusive to Quadratum. Uh, Again, we're gonna have to play the official game to see more details. Other than that, they're gonna reveal it in the trailer. This time we get a better. And this time we get a better look at Strelitzia. Her facial model has been improved. There's a lot more details in the around, especially around the cheekbone area. Uh, they definitely did improve the shadings for her hair. Definitely feels like you could see her being in a Final Fantasy game. I mean, you could say the same for Sora in while he's in Quadron. They definitely feel it definitely feels heavily inspired by the Final Fantasy games. It was a bit more realistic, as opposed to like in Kingdom Hearts was a bit more stylized and cartoony. Um, Next, we have a screenshot of a rotor phone. Um, Now, originally, I wasn't too sure what the significance was, but I've heard that it's that in Japanese culture, it has something to do with communicating with it. I might be misremembering that, but it was basically a way of communicating with the dead or something along those lines. I believe that's what the Japanese once believed. So maybe Tetsuya Nomura and Square Enix are taking the idea that since Sora's quote unquote dead in Quadratum, um, he'll be using this to communicate with his friends in Kingdom Hearts. Donald, Goofy, King Mickey, Kairi, Riku. No, Riku's in Quadratum. Never mind about that one. Uh, uh, Aquaterra, Ventus, or whoever. Ooh. Massive. And here we got a really interesting one. We have playable Mickey in what appears to be Scala ad Kylum. It appears to be the library of Scala ad Kylum. So uh, it's really going to be interesting seeing Mickey explores Scala ad Kylum and maybe learn some ancient secrets from the ancient Keyblade wielders. Because, as Xehanort said in Kingdom Hearts 3, this was once a seat of power for Keyblade wielders. Um, so I wonder if this is going to work like how the Zack missions worked in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where there'll be segments where we play as Sora, and then there'll be other segments where we play as Mickey, while they try to figure out how to bring Sora back. The orange. Sorry, I had to start.
Wow. Hey, Meta, remind me where I parked my car.
You're parked in lot 19A.
19A. Do you want any blue one?
There's things like that that almost make me want to set up for a YouTube Premium so I don't have to go through that nonsense. And here we have the giant Heartless, the dark side, um, altered by the Quadratum environment. And it looks like he's starting to take over some of the buildings, as you can see the bit of the darkness that is enveloping the buildings. And right now, two lights are approaching. I'm sure one of them is Sora. I'm not sure what the blue one is, though. Maybe it's Riku or Strelitzia. Um, well, no, this looks very interesting. Definitely something you would see in an anime like Dragon Ball or some kaiju movie. Not only that. And here we have Sora in some on some highway, and he's surrounded by a mist full of particles. I don't know if this is how Sora's going to travel between worlds, or if this is the approaching of the Heartless into Quadron, because the Heartless have never been to Quadron as far as we know. Because Quadron doesn't have light or darkness. Um, but again, it's another interesting thing that we should take note of.
I'll look at.
And then finally we have Sora. Up close shot of Sora. Looks very nice again. I said he looks like he could easily fit in Final Fantasy in the Final Fantasy game. You told me that Sora was going to be in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy, and you showed me this screenshot, I'd probably believe you. But yeah, those are all the screenshots. There are some very interesting things. Got to know. We got a better idea of how the combat's going to work. Look at new enemies. A few hints to what might be happening in the story. The inclusion of playable King Mickey, which we haven't had since Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, and before that, I believe Kingdom Hearts 2. But all in all, I'm really liking this. It helps soften the blow for what happened with Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, and maybe Tetsuya Nomura will find some way to incorporate the necessary stories into uh into this. Maybe like in a movie, like he did for Kingdom Hearts 2.8 or something along those lines. But you tell me, what did you think in this? Think about this. This revitalized your interest in Kingdom Hearts 4? What do you think about some of these screenshots? Have you had any theories? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you mortals later.